Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of The Fight Guys. I know it's been a long time since we've been with you guys, but you know, all of us have different things to do and it's kind of difficult once in a while to get together. But today we are here, Hollywood Roosevelt, as you can see by the background, for the Andre Ward, Sergey Kovalev 2 pay-per-view fight on June 17th in Las Vegas, Nevada. The rematch, the one we all wanted, the final leg of the tour. Fred, give me your thoughts on just the tension and everything that was going on, the emotions and feelings in this little room.
It's as good as it can be, you know. Zab Judah, Danny Garcia. I mean, this is fun because we get to see Andre Ward a little bit out of his element. We get to see Kovalev, as opposed to physically doing these verbally saying he wants to destroy his career or something like that.
Yeah, he wants to end his boxing career.
His boxing career. I'm super duper excited for this fight. It's definitely a 50-50 fight. Definitely a 50-50 fight. I'm rocking with Ward, you know. I think it'll be round 13. But I'm just excited for this fight. And I have Andre Ward's water. So I'll be putting this on eBay later today. So all y'all in Oakland who wanted to touch Andre Ward's lips, here's your chance.
So wait, hold on. So is that holy water?
Yeah, it's SOG's holy water.
SOG's holy water. Yeah. You know, hey, Andre, if you ever become a person that sells water and you sell that, you better give us some trademark for that. Yeah. But Steven, your thoughts on just today, man, this press conference, Kovalev being so just aggressive, more so, like he's actually motivated. I haven't seen this since the second Pascal fight. So just your thoughts on that and just Andre Ward's demeanor and how he's actually kept everything together.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's motivation. I think he had that, but I think he's kind of what Fred said. He's like he's letting it out. He's actually speaking on it, like exactly what Fred said. The way he is in the ring, aggressive and just he seems angry in the ring. That's how he actually was today. It was great. I mean, I loved it. I thought
Radio.
I thought
Radio.
Yeah, we have little technical difficulties as Radio Raheem is trying to become a DJ. Now it's DJ Raheem.
But yeah, no, I loved it. I love that. I love Andre's take on it too. It was just real, like, you know, he hasn't heard some of this stuff before, which is kind of honest. I've never heard. I mean, I didn't hear Sergey say this. Someone said that, but supposedly Sergey said that he was out of gas 30 days away from the fight, which. Yeah, I've never heard anything like that before. I mean, I've heard of overtraining, obviously, but you kind of find that out in the fight. You don't find that out, you know, before. I think Andre's response to that was perfect. He was like, "Why do you take a couple of days off?" Which makes perfect sense. If you know you're out of gas 30 days out, then take a couple of days off. But it was great. I mean, it was just them both. You know, before it was very respectful with each other. I think this time they're a little more like, I don't give a shit. Like I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna tell you I'm mad and I'm gonna, you know, Sergey's like, I'm gonna end your boxing career. Ward's like, you know, you gotta show me. I love that stuff. So it's a lot of time lately you get a lot of PC press conferences and stuff like that where everyone's real respectful and whatever. So it's good seeing that like old school movie Rocky type press conference where they're like, I don't like you either. And where you're like worried about when they're like face to face, like shit, is someone gonna like push somebody? Is someone gonna like, you know, so are they going to start talking shit, you know, whatever. So I loved it. It was great.
Well, to add to what you said about him overtraining and just being out of gas, this is some insight for us because we were there. You remember the Sergey Kovalev media workout that we were at, and he trained for like about a good 3 hours? Mm-hmm. Kathy Duba straight up told me he was only supposed to train 15 to 20 minutes for the media and then head out. He literally stayed there for 3 hours, and he did that the entire training camp. Hence why he might have been burnt out at the moment. Cynthia.
Well, he did when I interviewed him. Hi guys. When I interviewed him, I did ask him, "What are you going to do since you did gas out in from what I remember, or from what I saw, the six rounds to the 12th round?" And he knew that he had to train differently, back to his old school training. He said he did overtrain, and now he knows that he has to go back to his old school training where he was winning the fights, all his other fights. So he knows. He knows what he did, and because when he originally trained for Ward, he had Ward on a pedestal of how he had to train, and that's why he did what he did. And now he feels very, very, very different. So it's good.
Your thoughts on how this pay-per-view is gonna do better or probably do worse than the first one. I don't think it can do any worse. This one's
No, I
this
think this
rematch
one's gonna do better.
is so highly anticipated.
Because
The
there's-
bad blood
yeah.
between them
Yeah.
and everything. And to add the co-main event, I heard is more than likely going to be the co-main event for Cotto Kirkland, which was Guillermo Rigondeaux versus Miguel Flores,
Oh, really?
which was going to be a good fight there. So we might have a decent undercard, better than the first one. So pay-per-view wise, how do you guys think this fight does compared to the first one?
It does better for sure. I mean, the day after, 2 days after the actual first fight, Ward was on TMZ, which I never saw him on TMZ before that. So obviously that's a huge audience. It's getting a lot more attention. I think, you know,
Wait, was
the
this
controversy
the one?
of the decision, I feel, was good for the promotion leading up to this fight because, you know, HBO kept, you know, when you watch the HBO telecast, they obviously thought Kovalev won, but a lot of people think Andre Ward won. So I think that definitely was a good catapult into this next pay-per-view, and just showing that like there's the drama, there's all that stuff. I mean, like I said, it got TMZ's attention. It's a lot more. It's a lot sexier this time around, and especially with the like tension now with the press conferences and stuff. Everyone loves that. It's boxing. It's a combat sport. You want your fighters to be mean. You want them to be angry. So the fact that we actually get to see that beforehand definitely helps the promotion for sure.
Oh, go ahead.
You gonna cut me off?
Yeah.
It'll definitely do better. I mean, just take into account what sandwich that Ward Kovalev fight. You have Pacquiao on the 5th or the 4th of that week.
No, you have it on July
you're
1st,
right.
July 1st, July 2nd.
No.
Which
I'm talking
one?
about last
That
fight.
month.
Oh, last month.
Last
You're
November.
right. You're right.
We had 3 pay-per-views in that
Yeah.
month.
Two
but
pay-per-views
those-
and then the Vegas fight, which was the Lomachenko Walter.
Yeah,
Well, the
Lomachenko
third
Walter.
pay-per-view was the UFC, was like the week after
Yeah.
Ward. So I mean, if you're a
oh
fight
yeah, Triple
fan,
G. You had that was HBO.
yeah.
Triple
So
G.
if you're a fight fan, that's 3 pay-per-views in 1 month.
Yeah, it was, and it's the beginning of the summer. It's clear right now. It's free and clear of any type of collateral damage, and it's just a big fight. You know, Andre Ward went from, according to Dan Raphael, boring to the most anticipated fight of the year. You understand what I'm saying? So I hope that this fight does well. You know, because I want everyone to make money. You know, at the end of the day, I don't know what the undercard is. You said Rigondeaux will be on it. He doesn't sell tickets, but he's a great fighter. But I just hope and pray that it does well. Maybe 200,000,
I say about 225 probably.
225, because it's in the summertime, you know. And the people have gotten their money back from the fight that happens on May 6th, and then so people will get their money back. So
And then also they have no real competition because around that time the NBA is already done and the only thing going on really is baseball.
baseball, you're right.
Damn, those numbers are shooting up for sure. Those numbers are gonna go
Yeah,
up
you're
for
right.
sure.
Because when they went up the first time, they went up against college football and everything.
And
you know,
Thanksgiving.
And Thanksgiving
Yeah.
and everything. So you had all that going on. So yeah, but
And the to what Fred said, the Pacquiao pay-per-view, even though it wasn't held by HBO or anything, it still did like 350.
300,000. Yeah, 300,000.
No, I think it will. This rematch, it's gonna do better than we expect. Honestly, I'm sorry.
Move the mic.
Oh, sorry. Because this rematch, there's a lot more trash talking, but the kind of trash talk that's being spoken, it's not normal. With other boxers, it's just, you know, it's banter, but this kind of banter is very different. Like, God was brought in, countries. Now at the press conference, Trump and you know, and like Putin. I mean, that's not normal. We don't ever hear that at a press conference. So it's become very, very personal and very derogatory. And so there's real bad blood in this competition, in this rematch, and people really want to see what goes on. And even remember, I think Kovalev was
Snickering at somebody.
Yeah, and I'm like, what's going on
Fucking
here?
motherfucker.
And I was like, okay,
He did?
so
Yeah.
you know, and I
Under his
haven't seen
breath.
that with any of the media, with one of the fighters. So this is legit. This is some legit stuff going on here. So it'll be fun. It'll be a really fun fight to watch.
And let's talk about actually the growing up and the maturity of Rock Nation in an event like this. They're actually holding the ball. They're carrying the ball. They're being the lead promoter in this one. In the first one, it was main event. And y'all recall last time, all we got was a Sergey Kovalev sit down. and no Ward. This time we have Ward here, and everything's just being promoted accurately like a fight of this magnitude should be. They had a 3-day tour. This is the last leg,
right.
Yeah.
and it's just it shows you the magnitude of how this rematch is actually being built up to. What do you guys think we are gonna actually get? What type of fight do you guys expect come June 17th in Las Vegas?
Well, just quickly to what Fern just said, you know, hopefully they could get Jay-Z to tweet something about it, right?
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly,
mean? Like
exactly.
get a few numbers up. But yeah, what I expect to see, I do actually expect to see more of the same. I think it's still going to be kind of a chess match. I know Sergey's talking like real angry and you know that he wants to knock him out and all
his
that
career.
stuff, and in his career and all that. But I don't know. I feel like being more aggressive will not work in his favor because I feel like that's exactly what Ward wants. You know, to pick him apart as he comes in and things like that. So what we're gonna, I think it'll be. I mean, maybe I could see Sergey coming out aggressive to begin with, but then maybe that not working and him just realizing what he thought. I mean, he felt he won the first fight, so just if he continues to do what he was doing, you know, in his mind he'll win again. So I don't know. I feel like it's going to be just more of the same, really, except for maybe the first few rounds where I could see Sergey trying to be more aggressive, but I could see it being a close fight and still people being split on it one way or the other, and just being super passionate that that one guy won and super passionate the other guy lost. So that's how I see it.
Come on, get the meat. Get the Fred, damn it.
Okay, I'm just going. They gonna say the nigga ran, the nigga held. Ward's gonna win, and they gonna be like, oh, it was unjustified. He held the whole fight. Captain Duva gonna go crazy. He held, and that's what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Kovalev's gonna come out strong. The right hand may connect early because everyone's not lathered up, but I just think it's hard to go against a boxer who got the secret ingredients.
Yeah.
If you're fighting, if you're boxing, this is not like WWE where you can create the outcome. I was about to say income. It's
Same way.
Yes. it's just no way on guys. I don't see Kovalev winning this fight. I see Kovalev coming in very angry, very visceral, and that may get him over the threshold. But at the end of the day, I think Ward wins. Unanimous decision again. It may be a little bit more wide, but it's going to be the same thing at the end of this fight. Like the Floyd Mayweather syndrome. He held, he ran, he didn't fight. You know.
You don't think Kovalev is gonna fight?
No, we're talking about Ward.
Oh, Ward.
Yeah,
okay.
she's not. This is the fight girl. She's the fight
Excuse me. Excuse me.
but
This is why Trump got voted in.
yeah.
Wrong?
I just think that Ward has all the answers right now.
I think so. I think you're right there.
And if you just common sense, practicality. Kovalev can win, but me watching 150, 75 fights a year, when you know how to defeat your opponent, you know, Kovalev is not that I've seen doesn't have the intricacies, you know, in terms of the intelligence on comparison to Andre Ward. I'm not discrediting his intelligence. He's a world champion, but I cannot foresee Ward not engineering a 12-round decision. And I use the word engineering.
She's raising her hand.
Yes.
Yeah, the one entry.
That's fine.
No, I think
You can pick Kovalev.
I do actually. I actually do.
You pick Kovalev?
I do.
Oh.
Well, but I do understand what you say about Ward, that this fight is a calculated fight in Ward's head because he's exposed Sergey. So, but Sergey is going to come out just being the aggressive pressure fighter that he is, and Ward is going to be the same inside fighter, and that's what gassed him out, or that's what gassed out Kovalev, because he doesn't know how to fight like that. But he doesn't have the intelligence. Kovalev does not have the intelligence to win the whole fight unanimous like that. It might end up being exactly how you said, but I'm still going for him.
So that's fine. You can go for Kovalev, but I'll add to what I'm saying. Kovalev is blaming that he fatigued. Well, part two to that is the nigga was probably spitting up blood too. I mean, the body shots that Ward was landing when he's clinching and the referee's on the other side. I mean, Ward deserves. The goal is to win the fights. Like that's why I always, however much money I had in my pocket, when I went to a Floyd Mayweather fight, that's what I bet on Floyd Mayweather. If I had $2,000 in my pocket, which is rare, but if I had $500 in my pocket, I'm betting it on Floyd. Whatever I had in my pocket, I would drive home broke and I never lost. You know what I'm saying? And I just think he just has all the answers. You know, like he has the cheat sheet. You know, if we were in college, Ward has the cheat sheet. You know, he won't circle to his left. Kovalev has difficulty throwing punches when he's not set. You know, a lot of his punches are straight. You know, he doesn't really have like the dexterity and the angles in his punches, and I just think that Ward didn't get the credit he deserved for the inside fighting he did. You know, they said he was clinching a lot, and I mean Ward wins. I mean 8-4.
I think to go with what you said about you know, with Sergey saying that he gassed out after the 5 rounds, kind of in addition to the body side, I think it's mental. It's you used to be able to walk through people. You used to be able to do what you wanted to do, and just like Ward said, like he's used to guys, once they started feeling his power, like they would go where Sergey wanted them to go. And I think when that's not happening and you're not used to that, I think you're mentally like shit, I still have to, like, by this time I would have broke down the guy, and I know what I'm doing, and I know where he's going to go now because he's going where I want him to. When someone's not doing that, and you're always used to that, you're mentally like, shit, like, okay, well, how do I get you to stop doing what you're doing? How do I, like, he keeps hitting me, like, so how do I stop him from doing it? I mean, I still thought the rounds were close. It's not like after, from the 5th to the 6th round, you saw like Sergey lose every round, you know, but I think mentally when he says he was tired, when he says he was tired, I don't think it was physical. I think it was more mental, and that it's just you mentally, like, everyone will tell you, like, your mindset is like 90% of the game in boxing. So if you're used to things going your way after a certain amount of time, and then all of a sudden it's not, and you have to keep kind of thinking of ways to do things, of ways to beat this person who's not doing what you want, not doing what you're used to, I think you're mentally gonna drain yourself.
He's gonna do the same thing, expect different results. What is that called? Insanity.
Insanity.
I mean, that's just what I believe, you know? Go ahead, Fern.
No, I was actually gonna say, pay-per-view wise, is it worthy? You know how we question Triple G Jacobs.
Oh,
is this
my
worthy?
God. I'm streaming this fight. Oh, I'll be at the I'm sorry.
You're not.
I'm not streaming. I'll be at the fight. I'll be at the fight. 100% I'll be. I'm covering this fight. And
we'll be there.
I hope it's over 200,000. You know, at the end of the day, you want the good people to get their money. Ward has been a good guy for 15 years, you know? You know, so yeah, hopefully it does over 200,000, you know?
It's just good for the sport.
It is.
Like,
it's a great fight. Damn.
And either way, like, if we get 2 more pay-per-view stars out of this, like if Adonis Steven finally stops
being Adonis Steven,
being Adonis Steven and fights one of these 2 guys, then, you know, even better for us. I mean, either one of these guys against Adonis Stevenson later in the year or next year, we're all going to buy
or even Badu Jack. Even Badu Jack. Yeah, but it'll still be a good fight.
But yeah, sure.
And Andre Ward is up over there chilling out. Now, lastly, we will be doing videos next week for the Valdez pay-per-view that is going to be here at StubHub. Our boy Fred will be actually in New York for Andre Berto versus Sean Porter, so make sure to follow his channel.
Barbershop Conversations.
Check his stuff out. Obviously, check out Steven's channel.
It's KO Sports on YouTube.
I'm actually going to put it up today.
Cynthia is creating her YouTube channel, so she's thinking about a name. But
okay, I'm just going to keep my name. I'm just going to keep it.
Bronze and Brains? What? Bronze and Brains?
No, then everyone's just going to think. No, I'm just going to keep it.
You should call it Bronze and Brains Boxing.
Bronze and Brains. Okay, maybe I'll do that.
Bronze, Brains, and Boxing.
So they think either look that up or look up
Bronze,
Cynthia's name and you'll be able to find it.
Yeah, we'll know.
And I am Fernando Pimentel of BehindTheGloves.com and also the Fight Guys. Again, tune in next week for more videos on the Oscar Valdez. We'll also probably be doing live streams from the fight, and I know my boy here will be doing it from Berto versus Porter. Once again, Fernando Pimentel saying we'll see you at the fights.
All right.